Anderson just does an amazing job of really explaining how other people really took your money and why they seem to have so much more than black people do. A lot of people that don't know history are confused. They're like, well, what's wrong with these people? Why don't they have anything? They must be lazy, or white people must be wonderful, special, and decent, and smart, and capable. And I mean, black people, they must be lazy, ratchet, and ridiculous. And none of that's true. But then what's also true is that it becomes a nuanced conversation because sometimes when people expect you to be lazy, ridiculous, and ratchet, sometimes you can become that. You behave the way you've been labeled, right? And black people have been labeled in a certain way, and there are some black people who believe deeply in racial stereotypes. They say, well, since I'm being labeled in this way and being labeled as ignorant, I should be ignorant. Because I'm being labeled as lazy, then laziness must be something I should embrace. It reminds me of when I was in elementary school and I used to get in trouble a lot, because I get taught by these teachers who were these white women from the suburbs. They didn't understand me. I didn't understand them. And I didn't understand why I kept getting in trouble. But I remember thinking to myself, well, I mean, if I'm gonna keep on getting in trouble, I might as well earn it. I might as well start acting like an ass because I'm getting treated like one. And so what happened was my behavior shifted. I started to behave in the way they expected me to behave. So at first they were putting me in detention and it wasn't fair, right? Like, like I was maybe being falsely accused or they misinterpreted my behavior. But it got to the point where I deserved to be in detention after a while. I would go to school expecting to be in detention. So I started to fulfill the expectation, the false stereotype that had been thrust upon me, and I began to become something other than what I was meant to be. So this is the dilemma. This is why proper history is important. This is why we believe deeply in the Black Business School that black people should be teaching our own history. We believe deeply in the Black Business School that it doesn't matter what white people are doing in the public schools. It may matter for some people, but I don't trust that other people can teach our history properly. We're the only group of people in America who don't insist on teaching their own history. We're the only group of people in America, and somehow we think that white folks are going to do a good job. They're going to do justice by do right by us, and I just don't believe that. I don't believe in fairy tales. All right, so